Hello Trail Dogs, this time on YouTube's most seldom seen mountain biking channel, I'm going to take myself somewhere where I have absolutely no business being. Yep, I'm going to go look at a hand-cut black trail out in the Whoop Whoops. Also, today is Sophie and my 20th wedding anniversary, but she's at work right now, so I'm going to go ride my bike. My name is Gary, welcome to One by Bikes. Yes, not a word of a lie, it is indeed our anniversary today. We have been married for 20 years and just for you guys, I'm going to go mountain biking. Aren't you the lucky ones? Well, I'm lucky as well. Now, Sophie's at work, so we've got my car, and my car is that. So how do you get a mountain bike into that? Well, you stick it on the back. That is the Saris Bones. It's for two, and it has this Tula rod which goes from stem to seat clamp and clamps on there, and then that clamps on there. I've got a piece of pool noodle under there to protect, and the wheels are prevented from moving by strapping. You have to take one of the pedals off, as you see. Stuff in car, keys in pocket. There's the other pedal. There it is. Now then, shall we have the roof down? Why not? Right then, all ready. Let's go ride some bikes. Okay, Trail Dogs, I hope you can hear me. I'm currently doing about 10 kilometers an hour under the speed limit here, doing about 60 miles per hour, just under 100 kilometers per hour. I could go faster, but then I'd be deaf, and so would you, if indeed you can hear me now. This is one of the drawbacks of having a convertible car. Aside from the fact that the luggage capacity is minuscule, and with the bike on the back of it, it doesn't exist at all. They're a thoroughly impractical proposition. Good fun? Yes. I've got a fairly good stereo in here, and it is currently playing, but I can't hear it. Because with the roof down, all anyone can hear is the wind. So if you ever go to buy a convertible and the salesman says, oh, and I have this wonderful stereo to go with it, kick him in the kneecap and say thank you, no. Okay, just about there. We're going up the hill towards the parking place. This really is a very, very lovely part of the world. Sophie was telling me that there may be some forestry work going on up here. I certainly hope not, because that's what killed all this lot last time. mind you, the last time I was up here, there were no trees. So you can't do forestry where there's no trees. Right, let's get parked up and get the bike off the back. Okay, trail dogs, so we have arrived. The bike is there, the car is there, and the trails are up that way. So, ooh, God, that's a bit dark. That's better. Let's go hit some trails, and I'm going to hit this mosquito that's crawling over my arm. There. Okay then, first short little bit to get there is on a deceptively steep hill. Whew. That's got to be, car park's just down there, but that's got to be 20 meters elevation. Whew. Right, this way. I don't think we're going to be able to cycle all the way there because there will be fallen trees and the like, and I feel unfit, wow. But I first came here a few years ago with Mike from Mike's Bike Rides, and if you come in from the public car park, it's a hike and a half through a labyrinth to get here. However, Sophie and me found a shortcut in the back way. Right. See if on my tie I can get up this impossible climb. And the answer is no. Right. To save you the embarrassment, or save me the embarrassment, and you the boredom of me pushing, turn off for just now. Alright, see if I can redeem myself on this climb. I think the last one, there were just too many big rocks and roots, and I'm not strong enough, and maybe the wrong tyres. Alright, I'm not doing that bit, but I made it up the steepy bit, and yeah, I don't think that's for me. I think that's more of a downhill. Well, I promise you, I had trouble walking up bits of that, so I don't know how I would have cycled up it. Right, you can go down the road there, but I think there's a trail which goes this way. Yeah, this looks cyclable. Or that someone has cycled on it. Yeah, there's certain tyre tracks there. Yeah. Now, Sophie and I came here about 3 years ago with the kids, and we were kind of down on that bit there. There were a load of jumps and all the rest of it, and we came back a couple of years ago, and yeah, the loggers had come in and kind of destroyed everything. But I don't think there's anything over there. Points. I don't think there's anything over there just now, but there is over here, and that's what we're going to look at today. So let's mosey on in. It is very dry today. I've got Xynotals on, but oh, I'm going the wrong way here. Actually, Xynotals might be the perfect tyre. Dry, dusty. There is a bit of loam, yeah. Down there. Hopefully you saw that, and not just my knee or something. Right, put the bike down somewhere and we'll go have a look at these. Alright, so as you can see, I'm sweating in a chesty today. I've kind of walked down from up there my bike is just up there, and you just see some of a trail here. It is kind of overgrown. It doesn't look like anyone's been out here since, I don't know, maybe the spring. It is more visible from up here. There's a bit of a drop there, which looks fun. It's a bit of an off-camber landing there, but you can't have everything. And then from up there, it's a bit of a sketch, but we'll give that a go as well. But that line runs that way down the hill, and this one starts up there and kind of comes down that way, so we'll give this one a go as well. Right, okay, quick film before we get going. This doesn't look too bad, but that pointy rock right in the middle there, you can't go over the top of it, so you're going to the left where you can smash your derailleur, or you're going to the right. Now, going to the right looks the preferable option, but as you get a bit further down, there's a massive stump there, so I think it's to the right of the pointy rock, over the flat rock, and then down, and then the rest of the trail just winds its way down. Right, hopefully I'm not going to die. Yeah, that wasn't so bad. Those sorts of downhill features really are the bread and butter for some mountain bikers. For us, not really. The only opportunity we have to hit things like that is either when we go on holiday or when we go out to Genarp. I often surprise myself with my own ability. I thought that that downhill section was going to be a lot trickier than it actually was, but big 29-inch wheels do tend to make light work of even the most challenging of trails. I should tell myself that more often. I recently had a brown trouser moment in Germany. You'll see, I'll post it in a video later on in the year or possibly next year, so stay tuned for that. But it was one of those moments where I let fear get the better of me. You shouldn't let fear get the better of you, and if you're liking these videos, you should definitely give us a like, because we would appreciate it. Likes are gold in this business. Also, watching to the end of the film is gold. Everything is gold, so do what you want to do, but like, subscribe if you haven't already, leave us a comment, watch to the end of the video, recommend us to a friend. If you've got a mountain biking friend who hasn't heard of us, and let's face it, if you're into mountain biking, you probably have many friends who haven't heard of us, let them know about us. We are here just for you. I was going to say just for you, we're here for us as well, and our parents, family, friends, but we're here for you as well. So send us a like, subscribe, send us a message. I've replied to a few this week, and I will reply to more if you send them. Right then, what we're going to do now is the reason that I went out to Genarp on this particular day, and that is to ride a particular line which I saw before. It looks sketchy as, and let's watch the video, shall we? Alright, I've looked at it a couple of times, and it's not so much the size of it, it's more the landing, but it's one of these things, it's head games. I came out here to ride that, and if I go away without riding it, I'm going to be upset. So I think what I'm going to do, also the thought of pushing back up doesn't fill me with joy, but I'm going to try and make it to the bottom of the trail, and we'll see how we get on. Right, there are a couple of little jumps on the way down. It is very overgrown, but I've done worse. Right. There is no grip. See what I mean? No grip. This is me getting a puncture. Oopsie daisy. Right, completely blind now. Might want to have a look at this. Whew. I think I should have just ridden off that. Gonna have to push back up now. And there's another one down there as well, but that one looks more manageable. Yeah, as soon as you put the brakes on, you just slide. I've just seen someone else go down. So, and the wind has dropped down a bit. So let's give it a go. Oop. Forgetting now to change gear to come up the hill. That was not good. That was again stupidness. How on earth I survived that, I don't know. That is bigger than you think. Yeah. Don't think I'm doing that again in a hurry. Oh, I'm gonna have to. Nope. Be sensible. Nearly killed yourself. Now then, I'm one of the first to admit that I'm capable of doing some pretty stupid stuff from time to time. That there ranks among the kind of medium stupid things. The ledge itself is maybe 1.5 meters high. It's a big old drop, and then it goes more or less straight down into somewhere where you don't want to land. So the first time I went off it, I just kind of rolled off it at medium speed and landed flat, and it was an impact, I can tell you. The second time I thought, right, I'm gonna send this, and so I sent it, but I didn't send it far enough. I now remember from the last time I saw it, and if you want to hit the downslope, you have got to be trucking. You've really got to be moving. I wasn't moving fast enough, so what I did was the classic 50-50 case. Front wheel landed on the slope and the back wheel landed on the knuckle. I got bucked and nearly came off the bike. Where that is situated, you can see from the camera shaking, it's roots, it's rocks, it's tree stumps, it's everything. It is rough as something which is very rough. I was very lucky not to fall. However, that is something that needs to be developed. I also need to be developed, because that will make an absolutely fantastic 15-second run. We will see about that later on in the year. Right now, let's get back to the car. Alright then, so it's downhill to the car, watching the derailleur. I think I've cycled this way once before. It is a trifle overgrown. Yeah, I have cycled this way. It was wetter then. I think it's straight down here. Is that jumpable? In and off that, and yeah, maybe. Oh no, too much for compression through that. Ah, that's a shame. Oh well. Yeah, I just stopped and chatted to a guy. Forgot to ask his name because I'm impolite like that. And am I going the right way? I don't think I am. In fact, have I got myself lost in the woods? Oh dear. In the whoops. Did I want to go this way instead? I think maybe I did. Oh, this is impossible. It all kind of leads to the same place, but there's a particular way that I need to go. And this looks more like it, yep. Oh dear. Alright, yeah, this is it. And then we're across there. So, through here. Je crois que je allais ici. That's better. Oh, it's cool under the trees. It's getting a bit warm out there. Lots of wind, but it wasn't a cooling wind. Yeah, that's it, we found our way. Right, back to the Gitmobile. Phew, for a second I thought that wasn't there. That wouldn't have been fun. That's the merriment so far. I'm going to get the bike back onto the car and I'm going to go home. I'm going to maybe have a small glass of fizz with my married for 20 years wife, and I know we're going to have duck for dinner, duck breast, which I'll probably do a port wine sauce with. Hey ho. Right, back to Gary in the studio. And unfortunately, that is all we have time for this time. Next week, I am going to be in the UK. I will still drop something next week. It might be something very special. Actually, I've got a good idea. Let's do next week's video about traveling by air with your bike, because I'm going to take my Tai to the UK and do some riding whilst I am there. So I'll do a video on packing bike, what to do about it, all that kind of thing. If you want to see that, wait a week and go and have a look at it. There is also chance, while I remember, for you to submit your videos for bangers and mash, or bangers or mash. The videos of your excellent sends and your terrible failures. We will start playing them next week, and we will kick off with a banger by me, hello, and a mash also by me, hello. The mash, I can promise you, is a pretty good one. If you've been following us on Facebook, you may have seen it, or you've seen the still, a still of it. You haven't seen the actual crash. You do not want to miss that. So tune in next week for stuff with bags, stuff with bangers, and stuff with mash. Until then, don't forget that my name is Gary, so you don't have to be.